Hey there everyone. Today is Thursday, June 26th. The time right now is approximately 5:48 p.m. and the temperature is a pretty breezy, for this time of year, 18 degrees Celsius, feeling more like 17. And I'm currently at the intersection of Brant and Adelaide, making my way towards Yonge and Dundas. So walk with me. And I will dismount my gimbal. As I put it away. So today has been kind of unpredictable weather-wise. It started off with an overcast, then it rained for about a good hour or two, subsided, but judging by this continued overcast, I wouldn't be surprised if I got rained on again, and hopefully I won't by the time I get back home. I never say never. And once again, I'm using cinematic mode. You know, it's always going to be busier in this area, but not too bad. Once again, very protected bike lanes. About as good as it can get. Pretty wide too. You could pretty much have two parallel cyclists going down at the same time and probably wouldn't get in the way of each other if they were careful enough. And I was just visiting a friend, and I don't know, it's almost 6 o'clock now, so cute cat. So yeah, I've yet to have dinner, but I'll figure that out eventually. We've had really humid days. The last 3 before today were just really bad. I remember Sunday in particular was the hottest one so far. I managed to pull off an hour-and-a-half live stream with that, but probably sweat out half my body weight while doing it. And some old-fashioned fire escapes. Very New York themed. A lot of buildings in New York. Quite a few have a lot of frequent fire escapes. Pretty beautiful flowers are blossoming here, or planted, whatever. I'm not sure if these are forget-me-nots, or wouldn't call myself a flower expert, but you know. And I'm at the intersection of Adelaide and Spadina. There's an underground Dollarama there. The only Dollarama I pretty much know anywhere in this area. There's another one far north. It's closer to College and Bathurst. And yeah, pretty congested. And all these drivers that are just gonna get on our way. Oh, maybe not. They made it at the time. That's always nice. There's a lot of drivers like this guy right here. He's just cutting off pedestrians. And see what I mean? There's enough space in that bike lane for multiple cyclists. 510 Spadina. I would not want to be heading north on a Spadina streetcar right now. See all the passengers just waiting there? That one looks like it's pretty full too, like from that platform. Unless I'm in like a dire emergency or have to urgently be somewhere really quickly, I would probably rather walk than being almost suffocated in a highly condensed streetcar. It's pretty uncomfortable, actually. You're just shoulder to shoulder with anyone else, and moves pretty slowly because of all the traffic and people getting on and off, and it's just, yeah, not too fun. Pretty much like the subway line 1, especially line 1 or line 2, anytime during rush hour, somewhere between 4 and 6 especially. So yeah, from judging from my last pre-record, I was pretty happy with the results of cinematic mode. Yeah, definitely planted, but very nice. Which is slightly different from cinematic mode that I would use on Prism. I find the difference mainly with my iPhone cinematic mode is it captures the person that it's recording specifically. And it does with the Prism mode, but more vividly, much more vividly with the iPhone mode. And if you have kind of a shaky hand and you're not using a gimbal, it also helps with stabilization. Well, at least appearing to be stabilized. And I just said I know of no other Dollarama close to the other one, but there's one literally right there. It must be new. Only 2 streets away. Surprisingly close to the other one, actually. I'm not sure if this means the other one's going to close down or what. Got a sushi and taco bar. That's a pretty interesting combination. Mixing Japanese with Mexican. That is an unusual combination. It really is. I can't say I wouldn't try it. I'm not going to try it, but you don't know until you do. But I've seen a green tea pizza dough that's closer to Church. Not sure which intersection, but it's kind of close to Bay and Dundas. Bay and Dundas, oh my god. Yonge and Dundas, sorry. Yeah, and it's very unique because I just never have heard of green tea ever being included in any type of dough. Maybe it's a matcha for some specialty bakery item, but never for pizza, so that was definitely a first. Ford Bronco that has reappeared in the past couple of years. So yeah, pretty congested. Heading west. Or east, oh my god. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Forgive me, I'm a little tired. I need to have a compass with me. So yeah, he was kind of cutting off the bike lane, but not really intrusively. Tarot card reader. And scam artist, I mean advisor. You know, to each their own. I've seen quite a bit of police activity today. First major one was around noon, where a couple was caught shoplifting from a place in Chinatown. The 2 huge bags of random stuff, and were busted on the spot. And then about a couple hours later, I saw about 6 of them, all pretty much rushed to Bathurst and clean. for reasons unknown, but Hooters, thank you for 25 years. You know, I think that's the only Hooters in Toronto that I know of. Shout out to this legendary pub and bar. Definitely a decent place to go to with the boys. Catch my drift. And that's my favorite intersection in the entire city. Right here. Right near Much Music. Richmond's up ahead. I don't think most dance music like this is copyright, so I think I'm good on that. That's probably more copyright there. And this building seems like it's up to be demolished soon. A lot of boarded up windows. It's obviously had its time. Toronto Fire Station 332. Brad Pitt, F1 the movie. Well, if you want to see Brad Pitt in a NASCAR type movie, I guess that's the one for you. Can't say I would be too interested personally, but to each their own. It must be nice to be a hostess and be out in the breeze on the patio, or sidewalk patio, whatever you want to call that. And another one too, right on the sidewalk.
There you go.
And this protected bike lane just goes on for quite some time. Yeah, definitely would not want to be stuck in this. Yikes. Smokes Patinery. I first saw them back in Kingston, actually. Back when I used to live there, one of the 3 times. We got a questionably overrated franchise, Burger's Priest. We got a honking war going on. Oh, you honked twice? Guess what? I'm gonna honk 3 times. Gotcha. I really do believe that you see adults deteriorate to their most immature form when stuck in traffic. You'll definitely see the children come out of them. Well, I honk louder and longer, so how about that? With a few F-bombs and a few birds flipped, I'm sure. And we have a 4-door Porsche, which you don't see too often, but they do exist. And yeah, pretty much the typical. Like, I understand it for the drivers, you know, you're stuck in your car, you have to bring it back, but you have to be a fool to take a streetcar in this. Just get out and walk, you'll make it there quicker, I promise you. There has been a couple times though where traffic has been inconsistent. It moves and then it stops, etc. So about 3 times I got off a streetcar, you know, it wasn't moving. The second I get off, then it starts to move. So I get back on, and guess what happens? The second I get back on, it stops moving. It's like playing roulette. But most of the time, when it's back to back like this, while taking the streetcar, your best chances are to definitely walk. I think I'm gonna take a left at York here. Make my way a little closer to the Eaton Centre. Shop, steakhouse and bar. I never posted it for my birthday, but I did go to Ruth Chris's. It wasn't downtown though. It was closer to Vaughan. That was a location that opened up earlier at 11 as opposed to 3. The downtown location opens up at 3. And we went there for lunch, so we made it there by noon. I had the prime rib steak with a lobster tail and a baked potato. And my dad and stepmom had pretty much the same but with various versions, and the bill came to like $700. Insane. I think it'll be quite a while before I eat somewhere nearly as expensive as there again, and I would have been happy with the keg, speaking of. But you know, hey, some people want what they want. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see 3 streetcars just glued. And it's like, a lot of the times when you're stuck, it's like they won't let you off until they're at a designated stop, which is understandable. It's the law and there's strict rules, but it's like frustrating to the pedestrians that just want to move and they can't. You can't even get out and walk because you're just stuck in a streetcar that isn't moving. But I digress. And this is a really cool attraction. I'll just show you what I mean for those who haven't seen it. It's a face that seems to keep on turning with you. I swear to God, it's not rotating. It looks like it is, but you finally get to see the middle, which is quite thin. Yeah, it was with you for quite some time. Okay, I said I was gonna make a turn at York and I completely ignored that, so I'm gonna go up Shepherd now. Because this is basically all you're gonna see is just congestion and people honking at each other. Cactus Club Cafe. Got some Rogers people working on something. I'm just hoping I don't get rained on, because that will kind of ruin my pre-recording. I guess I could cut it off short, but yeah. I usually try to make my pre-recordings anywhere from 30 minutes to potentially up to an hour, but 35 is usually my main stretch for now. Same with my live streams. They, you know, an hour and a half was kind of a stretch for me. So once I get more power banks and whatnot, and more thought out plans of where I want to go further wise, I can extend that eventually. Seeing more and more Teslas just popping up everywhere. A little bit old World Trade Center vibe-ish, isn't it? It's concrete, not steel, but seems like quite the happening event there. Very formal. Man, I can smell the barbecue from here. It smells like burning charcoal. And there's a new Hummer pickup. And for those who don't know, Hummer went under around 2009, part of GM. And a lot of it was for environmental issues. So I believe these are at least hybrid. Maybe they found a loophole in that issue to get them back on the street, because they are definitely very cool looking and iconic. But the old ones were complete gas guzzlers. Of course, the old City Hall. I'm gonna cross to Richmond here because I don't want to go through that construction sort of chaos path they lay out for you. It's not exactly convenient and potentially loud. There's another steakhouse, Highs. I guess they need to make wider bike lanes. Whoa, babes flying right in my face. Wider bike lanes for this congestion of traffic here. Rest in peace, the Bay. We're gonna miss you. And a bit of wind is picking up. Trying to switch to my right hand briefly because I am mainly left hand dominated. But yeah, when I hold my phone without the gimbal, it does put a bit of a strain on my arm after a while. Okay, I think I've seen enough of David Beckham in his underwear. Thank you, Bay. One more time, why not? In case you didn't see it 2 panels ago. Okay. And I think I've recorded this before, but a cool, literally high-end restaurant. It's up about maybe 4 or 5 flights. Must be a nice, well, somewhat nice view from up there. right. And I am on my final path to my destination. As a lot of people like to call it, the Times Square of Canada. Bay and Dundas, absolutely. So you kind of have to navigate your way through here, see who gets in your way and who doesn't. So the area I avoided walking down was this path along here. It's, you know, it's okay, but it's not interesting to really record. And I guess construction took a day off because of the rain, but still, on the days that they're working, it's just like deafening how loud some of these drills can be. Sometimes it sounds like they're testing out TNT. Huge explosions and bangs. You never know what's going on. Milestones. Apparently they're just mediocre. Never been in one, but from people that I talked to that have, they just said it looks a lot better than it actually is, you know, appearance wise for the exterior. But guy's smoking a big old doob with a coffee. Tim Hortons coffee. And there's one of the entrances to the infamous Toronto Eaton Centre. Adam Sandler playing live in a concert. I don't know. I have a hard time watching a lot of his movies, let alone watching him in concert. Though, speaking of Adam Sandler, this guy's crossing. I might as well too. Uh-oh. Was that speaking too soon? Yeah, that was speaking too soon. But yeah, you know, one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite comedy movies is actually The Wedding Singer, where he does sing and perform. And I know Sandler has some musical chops here and there, but I don't know, a whole night of that, that'd probably be a little bit exhausting for me. Guy has how many millions? He could comfortably retire, and despite what some people may say about a lot of his movies, he have probably a pretty good legacy to leave behind him, you know. But a lot of people just like to continue because they enjoy it, not always for the money. Roots, proudly Canadian since 1973. And I definitely do want to see more Canadian franchises thrive. So many of us have just taken a hit lately, and the tariffs and everything going on, you know. We need more support. One of the coolest stores you'll ever see, especially in this area. Someone was wearing some very heavy perfume. So bad, it's like it smells like they spilt the bottle on the ground and it broke. That's how strong it is. This is definitely a happening restaurant. And I have made my destination. What do you know, right around 35 minutes again. Ugh. Hopefully this is not copyright. What's going on here? Well, there's some dancing and dresses and some sort of theme going on. Okay, so on that note, I want to thank everyone for watching. My name is Kyle Walker. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell for all videos or personalized. I'm definitely grateful. And I will see you in the next one. Could that be any louder? Walker out.